Carseat, Ice Hole, Gummy, Birdhouse.
Hey, welcome to Can You Tell Podcast!
Whoa.
It's 60.
It is.
That's a big thing. Show you a big thing. Hey. You get it?
Yeah, I don't want to see it. I want to get poked in the eye.
What's your name again?
Oh, yeah, we haven't done that in a long time.
Manny. What's your name?
I don't know.
Oh.
'Cause we haven't said it in a
I'm
long
Zach
time.
Flannery.
Oh.
Hey.
I'm Joe Flannery. We're
Excuse
brothers.
me?
Everyone, remember when we first started, everyone thought we were related.
Yeah.
Brothers.
Some people were like, oh, you had to go out and just find someone who looked just like you, huh? I was like, it's just,
That's what I thought.
That's the way, yeah. I was on a hunt. I was holding like a America's Got Talent.
You know why? It's because when you masturbate, you just stare in a mirror.
Oh.
He just looks at himself like,
Sit back on the counter and
you're like, I wish I could fuck me.
I'd fuck me.
I'd fuck me.
You get it. We're doing confessions
You
on the
could
show.
probably reach your butthole with your penis.
I can. We're doing confessions on the show today.
Nonchalant.
Absolutely. All the way in. You get it. I'm so excited. There's a lot of really fun confessions. And it felt right to celebrate number 60 with you guys really letting us know.
Confessing to some stuff.
Giving us the deep cut. Yeah. Support us on Patreon. We love that. That's how we keep this show running. Head over to patreon.com.
How we keep the neon lights on?
Yeah. This one. How we keep the fake neon light on.
Careful, it's hot.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Gosh dang. Head over to patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. Also a link in the episode description. And you can send stuff in that you want to see on the show to heyguys@CanYouDon'tPodcast.com. Of course, that includes confessions. And
That concludes the show today.
And that includes the show.
Thanks, everybody.
Zach, play the ending.
Carry on.
Thank you. Good night.
But we are just going to jump right into shit this week. I mean, fuck it. Let's just get rolling. We got a ton of
We're
confessions.
just going to dive into a big pile of shit.
Mm-hmm. We're going to slide in. We're going to kick the show off and see where it goes from there.
Just live vicariously through a fly.
You ready?
Dive right in.
Zach!
Hey, shut up. Start the show already.
This one's silly.
Yeah.
This one's a silly one.
Well, we're a couple of silly geese, so.
Honky honk. Would you rather have to re-sign in to every streaming platform or app and read every word of the terms and conditions before you get to use it? Or you have to ask your parents for permission every time you have sex or jerk off?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did this one come from?
I guess your fear of reading and me
Satan.
jerking off too much.
Wait, you thought of it?
Yeah.
I made a fly joke, and there's a fly buzzing around your face right now.
No.
It's going to get caught in the neon light.
That's why it's sticking around. It's attracted to the fake neon lights.
That's
A fun one.
I
mean, you're reading. That could take days to get through in order to sign into some Netflix.
Yeah, but I'm not reading it out loud to an audience of thousands of people.
Yeah, but you're reading it out loud to some kind of black magic wizard. Even if you're not reading it out loud, he knows if you've read every single word of the terms and conditions.
Oh God, those are long.
And you only have to do it once or just...
No.
Every time you
go back.
sign in.
Goodness.
Every time.
So it's like you don't have to every once in a while sign in. It's every time you use the app, like every single app.
Getting back in, yeah.
Oh my God.
Can you just leave a message with your parents, or do they have to okay it?
Yeah, you have to have permission.
I was wondering if I could go in the bathroom and rub one out.
Now
they
leave a message
know.
on the machine.
I mean, growing up, worse. Right now, I mean, I'm just I'm the type of fella. It would be a weird conversation. Be like, hey, Mom. Hey, Joey. How are things going down there? Yeah, they're good. Blah, blah. You're like, oh, no, it's really great. Can I go jerk off?
Yeah.
Like, you have to cut her off because, moms, am I right?
Oh yeah, they'll go on.
They'll go on forever. By the time they get done talking, you don't even want to feel like jerking off anymore.
It's true.
It's some kind of weird self-cock block.
Yeah, that's kind of an abstinence thing.
Yeah, and sex, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Imagine you're a free bird.
Oh, it's like 4 a.m.
4 a.m, you're hammered. She's like, "Can fucking put it in." You're like, "I will," right after I call my dad. Like, there's no...
And if you're calling at 4 a.m., they're thinking, "Oh my God, what's the matter?"
But eventually they would be like, "Oh, he's fucking."
Yeah.
Oh, he just wants to get his dick wet.
It's noon o'clock. It's noon o'clock. It's noon on like a day, and they're like, "Oh, he's just checking in. Hey, I was gonna have a nooner.
Yeah.
Is that okay?"
With a girl or yourself? Myself. Duh, it's noon. What do you think I am? An alcoholic?
Yeah.
Like, what? Mom, just say yes. Okay, honey. Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Could you imagine, you living away from your parents, and you haven't talked to them in a week or something like that, and it's like a Sunday, and you call them, they're like, "Oh, yay, Joey's calling to check in."
See how things are going down here.
But you're just like, you're super horny. And they're like, "Hey, Joey, how's things?" You're like, yeah, "I'll call you right back. But I was just wondering real quick if I could jerk off real quick."
I'm going to call you back in 10 minutes, and my mind is going to be crystal clear.
I'll talk about whatever you want.
Talk about all the cancer you have. But until then, I just need to come. No, I know, Dad, it's sad. It's really...
No, don't put that on the phone.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Joey. Man, I feel like I don't even know who you are. No, I know you don't know who I am anymore. Listen, I'm going to call you back in 5 minutes. We'll talk about how you're dying and all that kind of stuff, but I really need to come.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Joey, I understand.
No, you call it, it's like in the evening or something, and like, "Oh, Joey," and they're like, "Yeah, I was wondering if I could go rub one out real quick." "Oh, yeah, we've got company over. You're on speakerphone."
Right.
The Johnsons are over.
The Johnson, you're like, perfect.
Yeah.
So is my Johnson.
Yeah, my Johnson's out too.
Well, send another plate out because my Johnson's ready to go.
Extra taters.
Yeah, I hope make some extra taters because my Johnson's showing up to the party.
Add another plate. Add another plate.
Squeeze me in. Put the little extender in the table, Mom, because my Johnson's ready to go.
Rear in and ready to go.
rear what? Nothing. You wouldn't understand. It's anal, Mom. I'll call you back.
I'd love to talk some longer, but my boner's going away, so let's hurry this up.
Come on.
It's like you're fucking really killing my boner. Talking to you's really killing my boner.
Mom, can you talk about how hot you used to be? I know this is going to be weird, just like when you're in high school, just real quick.
How was I made? Tell me about how I was made.
Okay, that'll work. I'll talk to you in 10.
You just pause for a second. You're like, anyway, so the Johnsons are over?
She's like, all right, like, this is gonna be quick. I'll just hang on the line, Mom. She's like, just got you on hold.
That's why I sent you that care package with those wipes. I know, Mom. You're always looking out for me. You're not using the Clorox wipes, are you?
Weird. No, I think what even be weirder is if you had to have, like, they had to
be there for it.
Yeah, or like be on the phone. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine, she's just like, she's sitting with a cup of coffee on the other end of the phone, and you're just like, you just whatever you have to tell yourself to get through it.
That's one way to never jerk off again. That might be good for you. Maybe you need to cut back on sex and lust and porn and jerking off.
Enjoying your life.
I think you need to take your own advice, mister, with your porn.
Don't tell me about dicks. Yeah. Okay? And the ones I have.
And star wipes.
Start lecturing me, Brian, about star wipes and having a dick. Oh, did you throw a star wipe in there?
Circle wipes.
Oh, nice. Circle wipes.
Yeah.
That's what you're mad. Those are like the
That's what
disposable ones.
Daniel LaRusso did in Back to the Future.
Whoops. Oh, yeah.
Wrong trilogy.
But think about when you're setting up. Do you want to watch a show tonight, babe? You're like, yeah, but you better tell me now because I'm going to need all fucking day to get into Netflix. Like, I'm going to need a full 8 hours.
I'm going to start like while I'm at work, I'll just be reading it at work and then I'll be ready for dinner.
You have the terms and conditions, like book on tape?
And it's just some guy like
have an AI read it to you?
Reads way too slow.
By using this app, you agree to, like the guy that reads the Petty Beef intro. Petty Beef. That robot. And you're like, fucking hurry up.
So you have to ingest every word, though, right? Like
all the words. Either you
can't just skim it. It's got to be legible.
Got the idea. Mm-hmm. No, like you have to read it.
You have to read it out loud, so whatever being out there that needs to hear this can understand the words and know that you took it in.
And I've never actually read every single word. I don't think. But I mean, what, half hour, 45 minutes?
I've never even looked at it before. I just go whoop and hit agree
and done.
Yeah,
and use me. Sell me, baby.
Yeah.
Apple, you own my kids.
Here's the thing. If you read the terms and conditions, and you really want to watch Hulu, are you going to say no?
No.
So, of course, why would you even read it then? I'm not. This is aside from this thing.
I thought,
why would you ever read any terms Unless you're like on the fence about whether you even want to use an app or something. Like, I don't know. What are they going to do? But if you're like, I need this, I need the Instagram app.
Yeah, if you love streaming stuff and watching shows, you're doing this every single time. But just like saving time with not watching porn and jerking off, you probably save a lot of time getting lost in some fantasy world on Netflix.
How long do you spend looking at porn, though?
No, it's just a necessity of just jerking off.
Yeah, but
just time of thinking about like, oh, I gotta fucking do it. I gotta put my cum in the blanket and stuff like that. What?
What about a blanket?
You're coming on the blanket. Get a sock, bro.
Yeah, dude, just
the cum troll demands.
That's why they have like tissues and things like that.
That's a sizable jizz rag, bro.
This Satan semen demands an offering. the sheety semen, Satan.
Oh God, that'd be so funny.
Demands I make another offering.
If that's what signing the devil.
Yeah.
Like what do they say? Signing a
sign your soul away
contract. Yeah.
A what?
The Crossroads contract.
Yeah.
Thing,
sign your soul away.
Right. But what do they say? You sell your soul to the devil. That's the phrase I was looking for. Like, but if part of that was like
coming in your sheets,
you had to like when you go to a thing, you have to fill up a cup. And it's got to get above the line. And the devil's like,
yes.
He's like, you want to be a rock star? He's like, fill this up. And you're just like, fuck.
There's little marks on the end.
Yeah, and it's like the level. He looks at it, he's like, not enough.
It has.
You want to sell out the Roxy? Sorry.
It's like good dad, great accountant, lawyer, doctor, rock star, and it's a fucking like rock star energy drink size amount of fucking cum. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna be here for a bit, Satan.
Can do.
He's checking you out at front, and he's the nurse.
Well, could you imagine selling your soul in your 50s? Like in your 20s, you're just like, you're pumping out, blah, and you're like, all right, give me 5, and I'll be back for round 2.
And in the 50s is when you would do it. Like you would want to do it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, no, I've tried.
Sick of my soul.
You're just like,
Yeah,
you're trying to squeeze every bit out you can.
I'm ready for a new adventure, Satan. What?
This soul shit's bullshit.
Yeah, this soul shit. Yikes. There got to be 3 divorced and fucking 6 estranged children. Let's go, Satan. And I'm gonna fucking play some slide guitar.
Yeah, Satan just made slide guitar.
I want to rip the fiddle. Rip the fucking fiddle. Satan. You get it. Never mind.
What's the Charlie Daniels?
Yeah, that's the guy. Man,
Devil went down to Georgia.
look for a cup to fill. But planning ahead to watch any sort of streaming service or an app. Like you open up, you're like, oh man, I got Facebook notifications. You're like, I guess I'll look at them when I get done with this.
Yeah.
You get off social media, which could be great for your soul.
Well, you're not getting off the other way, so.
Yep. Bingo. Ayo.
There it is.
But
yeah. All right. Forgot what I was doing. I lost it.
Sample.
Yeah.
But you'd get rid of a bunch of apps. Even if you like the streaming stuff, you can plan ahead. I mean, you're going to get really good at
just get
reading
cable again.
Yeah, just go back to TV. But even then, every time you fire it up, you got to read whatever their terms and conditions are.
No.
You have to get the pamphlet out.
Didn't it say
It says
streaming platform
or app? Yeah, but it's still streaming TV.
No.
What?
Streaming, you're not streaming TV. If you have Dish Network, you're not streaming TV.
How do you think it's getting there? That's exactly what you're doing.
No.
Can you pause it?
Well,
can you pause it?
Yes, but that's semantics. Streaming is a platform, and that's cable. That's TV. That's cable. It's different.
It's broadcast.
Why do people say like different? I'm getting rid of cable to get the streaming?
Because that's what
apps.
they decided to call it. They could have called it streaming. They called it cable.
Did you call
just like the internet? You could call it cable because that's how it's getting there. But it's the internet.
This feels like I'm talking to Comcast customer service over here.
Will you please hold?
Oh God, I'm sorry. Please,
please hold.
Will you please hold?
I'll pay as much as you want. Please don't take my internet.
Cable. What?
What?
Please don't cancel your fucking services.
We'll give you a deal. For the next 6 months, you only have to pay $10 a month.
For the next 6 months, we will pay you.
Yeah. So wait, I could have been paying $10 this whole time?
Yes.
You've been ripping me off, charging me $300 a month?
That's correct. Absolutely. Please hold.
And we sleep wonderfully.
I'm in for the next 6 months, and then I'll do this again.
just because of the awkwardness and, slam, like you can't, and the older you get, you can't waste a good boner. Like that's a thing.
What if they don't answer? Yeah. What if they're fucking?
They say, I'll call you back.
What if your mom's fucking?
Like fucking cock block. Yeah.
What if your mom's like balls deep and...
Your mom's balls deep?
Yeah.
I mean, that's, this is the new world.
We live in an era where she could be balls
where
deep.
your mom could be balls deep, and that's fine. But yeah, what if she's busy? She's out of service. She's out of the country.
She's at church.
She's at church, and you're trying to fucking finger a butthole.
Yeah, and it's on speakerphone.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, wonder if I could...
We'll pray for you.
Wonder if I was do some little ATM, little ass to mouth with Sally.
Hey, Mom, is there anything important on the prayer chain going around? Do you mind if I finger this butthole real quick? Is it yours or probably both? But it's gonna be both.
Will you pop me a quick prayer too that she'll finger my butthole? Right. Can you do that real quick?
I'm looking to explore in advance. Yeah, I know, Joey. Okay, bye.
Just ask them upstairs.
I love you. Bye.
Yeah. She said it's cool.
You said it's cool. I'm going with the terms and conditions because you got to really want to watch the new season of Righteous Gemstones, which, by the way, it's out and I'm watching it.
Of course, I'm watching it.
It's not as good as the first season. It makes me so mad, but it's still pretty good.
Well, nothing. That's
not true.
Classic TV.
There's better second seasons.
Oh, agreed.
Like Peaky Blinders, second season way better than the first.
The Office, season 2 and 3, oof.
Better than the first. But
better. But
I'm going with that. I'm not. No way. I'm calling my. At this point, it's my mom. I'm calling my mom because my dad's dead. For permission every time I have sex or jerk off.
Could you imagine calling your dad though when he's like,
"Oh, do you want?"
He's like going through chemo or something.
Do you want to know something sad?
Oh,
do you?
I don't know.
I do.
Yeah.
Sad me.
Okay.
You didn't have to.
Well, it just felt right. That one actually feels better because of the whole mummy situation. So, guys, come on.
It's so quiet in here.
Thank you. That's the soundproofing.
It's so quiet.
That's the soundproofing. That's fucking great. That's good if it's that quiet. Which I'm actually going to share a story about my dad coming up in the next segment.
God.
So on iPhone, you have an app. It's called Find My Phone. And you can add people to it. Like I got my kids on there and stuff like that. My dad is on my Find Me. And he requested that I share my location with him. I don't know when. But every time I open it up, it's like, your dad's sharing your location. Would you like to share your location? And I still do it. And I go, yep. And he just spins and be like, can't find your dad.
God damn it, Joe. Waka waka.
And you click on it, try and locate him with just a giant gray circle that has no idea where he is on the world. Because he's not here.
Jesus.
It's so quiet in here.
So you guys ready to hear what I'm thinking about?
I don't know.
You do.
I have no idea if I'm ready.
It's funnier than that. But it's still pretty fucking wild.
You're waiting, it's just going like this.
Does.
Like,
and then it gives me an error and it says, can't locate your dad.
But the sad thing is
it's like, I know where he is.
For a little bit, you're like, wonder if it'll, like, what if it connected? You're like, what?
That's why I keep doing it. Like someone who gets his number next, I'm like, you're my dad now.
When I was really close to my uncle, and when he died, I remember I called his numbers a few times. Like, I don't know, it was a weird thing. Like, just maybe he'll pick up the phone, and then it would just go to the voicemail. I'd hear his voice in voicemail. I was like,
nah, I know. Do you have like saved voicemails from your dad?
I do.
Yep. Listen to them from time to time. They don't make me sad. Like, I love it. I love it. Like, and I understand that too. People just like kind of save stuff and hold on to things. But like when I listen to it at this, sorry, fucking hiccups. It doesn't make me sad anymore. It makes me happy and grateful.
When I inherited my dad's truck, and it had it was a 2011. So you hook up the Bluetooth through the old way, and I'll never forget the day I was trying to hook up my phone, and there was other recordings on there or something like that. And it was like, I was trying to hook it up and I had to like delete an old phone and whatever. And it goes, and it went blah, blah, and it goes, Nick. Phone? Well, no, it was his, yeah. But it was like his voice, it was his voice.
Fuck him.
It was his voice saying his name.
My truck, motherfucker. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
God.
I don't know, man.
But so like that back then you'd say like, Brian's phone.
Oh, yeah.
And it would record it.
Got to collect call from.
And then, because it wants you to name the phone or whatever. And then when it heard him, it goes, Nick, he's like, said his name. And it was like, oh, that's so weird. Just like hearing the voice.
Sitting in the same seat.
Yeah.
I know. What a weird fucking life things are. Just like, what are we doing out here? I know. I got plenty of that too. Go home and grab stuff and you're like, God damn, dude. Do you remember all the memories that go along with it? So this next story I'm going to share with you, I mean, it's cutting pretty deep into the Paisley family tree, but I promise you it's going to be enjoyable.
Like chainsaw, or just like an axe, just chipping away.
Could be. There's people in this story that wish they could have fucking used a chainsaw to take care of some other people. You ready? All right.
Yeah.
Let's go, Zacky Poo!
Hey,
Hey, what's up, babe?
what are you thinking about?
Nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about a lot of shit.
What are you thinking about?
Okay, and there's nothing bad, but just buckle up for a wild ride.
Saddle up, partner.
Saddle up. And we were talking about something else. It was actually just before the recording that we're doing today. And I was like, oh shit, I don't think I've ever shared this. I've told people.
Well, when I said my hatred for lesbians.
Oh yeah, that
what
was it. Yeah. Hatred for lesbians. Come on, you have to say you're sorry. You don't hate lesbians?
No,
Get out of here.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
People thought.
I know, but you say it like that, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah." Fuck. Like I know you're kidding.
I made
Everyone
a
else
joke, and
is like,
everyone thought I hate lesbians. I'm like, no, I love lesbians.
But it did remind me of a real fun story. I'll take you guys right on through a story that begins when little Joey New Boots Paisley was born.
New boots?
Okay. So I was born in the beautiful town of Salmon, Idaho. It is beautiful. And there's plenty of salmon. And the Salmon River runs through it. You can picture it. Big old mountains, got a lot of fucking hot springs. And my parents, for whatever reason, when they left Ohio, they decided Salmon, Idaho is where they're going to go.
Your favorite player, Tim Salmon?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Fuck it. But it was, again, growing up, it was so funny to go back there. We had to play that different Little League tournaments in Salmon, Idaho. Like, I didn't grow up there. But then, I was good at baseball. And so all the other, they're like, you should have been playing for us. It's like, well, I don't even fucking know who you...
Traitor.
The last you saw me, I was 8 months old. Can we all move on?
I was still shitting myself.
You were fucking in college, weren't you? How old are you guys?
No, not me. I was speaking for you.
Oh,
You're
gotcha.
like, dude, I'm still shitting myself.
But you were in college when I was 8 months old, right?
Yeah, we're that big gap.
Difference. So my brother's already out and about, he was born and enjoying his life in Salmon, Idaho. And when my mom was pregnant with me, things weren't going so well between my dad and my mom. So they weren't like officially divorced, but they were separated. But they were still in the salmon area.
Were there other fish in the sea? Is that where you're going with this?
You're about to see.
Whoa.
See, get it? You got it.
She was quite the catch.
Got it. All right. Hook and bait, power bait
Fish
ladder.
stuff.
So
You're reeling me in with this story here.
Buckle up. Tackle box it. And when I was born, my mom called my dad.
I'm hooked.
And my dad shows up to the delivery room with his new girlfriend.
Oh, God.
And again, this has nothing. The ending of this, you're going to see, like, it's fine. Right now, it doesn't sound so good. So my dad shows up with new girlfriend. My mom knew who the girlfriend was. So it wasn't like it was like, surprise. Here's a hooker from Vegas.
Hold on. I'm sorry. This was your birth?
Me being born. And I remember it like it was yesterday.
There was a time. So they conceived you.
Yes. And then
are you getting to this, or do I need to?
Yes. They had. Okay. My parents had the sex.
Yeah.
And then the marriage wasn't going great, and they separated while my mom was pregnant with me.
Got it.
Okay. So now my mom is giving birth, and my dad shows up with new girlfriend.
Taking birth. Yeah.
He's catching, and he's browsing, and so I'm born, and my dad is there with new girlfriend. Great, fine. I come out. I turn out however I do. I think I was a big baby, like a 10-something. Not important to talk about that.
Can I say something really quick? Just really quick.
Yeah.
And maybe you're going to say this, but if you don't, I don't want to forget. I just visualize you being born, the doctor taking you out, giving them to your dad.
Giving him my dad's girlfriend?
Yeah, and like he's holding it, and then he gives it to her, and she gets to hold you.
And then she leaves with me?
No, she just gets to hold you before your mom does.
My mom does?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was that fucked up.
Okay, but that's where I went.
Yeah. So I'm born, things are great, whatever. They go home with me, and then at this point, my dad and new girlfriend, I have to give her a name. I'm going to call her Kay. Okay, I'm not going to give like actual names. I'm going to give girlfriend Kay. And they leave. And they separate. My mom is still there. And girlfriend Kay and my dad, they go to Seattle. And my mom ends up moving to Haley, Sun Valley area, which is where I grew up. So for the first little, handful of years of my life, I'm hopping back and forth between Seattle and Sun Valley. Before my dad did eventually move there to make things easier. So let's bump back over to Seattle. The relationship with girlfriend Kay didn't work out. So now this is my dad in Seattle, and he meets my stepmom. We'll call her M.
K2?
Call her K2. Summit. No, we'll call her M. I'm just trying to leave names out because it doesn't fucking matter, but whatever. We'll call her M. And they started dating. And so with my stepmom and my dad, my brother and me, we moved back to Sun Valley. So now we're closer to where my mom is.
How old are you now?
I don't remember. Cause I still kind of lived there. I just had to jump back and forth. It was like every few months I was going between fucking Sun Valley and Seattle. I mean, not great. I remember it being fucking awesome. I'm sure it was awful for the parents having to do all that shit. Like raise kids responsibly. And so we moved back. Yeah. So we moved back down to the valley and we're all in the same spot. Okay. We're going to fast forward through a ton of years. My stepmom, Mrs. M, wonderful lady.
Kind of like Jesus' life.
Just wait till I start building shit and doing magic tricks. So we grow up, everything's fine. And I knew it like, okay. So when my brother and I, we go to college, I have a little sister that lives, between mom or stepmom and my dad. So once my little sister left the nest, they immediately divorced. Like they parted up.
Your dad,
my dad and my stepmom. Yes. So they split like the second my little sister left. They were like, we're done. So then I started like piecing together a little bit more. So it turns out that before my dad met my stepmom, she had never dated a guy. She was a lesbian. So that was like the first guy relationship that she was in was with my father. So they're down there, and I should have known. I guess didn't know, but like she wore jeans all the time, and she did not dress like a girl at all. But I didn't piece it together growing up. Just always my stepmom. She was wonderful. So when they separated, my stepmom left my dad for the girl that was at my birth.
What? The girlfriend K. Whoa. What?
So they're married now.
Weird.
So my dad basically, who he left in Seattle, met somebody else. They didn't know each other. They just happened to all go back to the same valley, knowing of the area. And then they separated, and my stepmom is now married to the girlfriend that was at my birth. And they're happy. And my little sister and her daughter are the best of friends. And they had been for many, many, many years leading up to that.
So were they lesbian or bisexual?
Well, lesbian, but bisexual at some point because they had kids.
Yeah, so like...
But they don't want, you can talk to plenty of girls. They wish they never had to fucking talk to a dude, but they want to have babies. Yeah.
Yeah. I know a couple of gals that are like in relationships with women who were married with children.
Right. So they had no idea who anybody was.
That's crazy.
And then ended up, he ended up getting left for his original girlfriend that he brought to my childbirth. Anyway, the happy part of tying this all back in is when my dad was sick. You had girlfriend Kay, you had my stepmom, and you had my mom, and all of them together were the A team of taking care of my dad when he had brain cancer.
Oh, I thought you were going to say awesome. Like they dug the hole and
they couldn't wait for him to die.
And just dumped him.
No,
in
but
what bonded them.
Like going over there, cleaning the house, taking care of him, like all that stuff, and it wasn't weird. And that's like a big, I don't know, it's just an example of, hey, fucking life is weird.
Yeah.
And shit gets really weird.
Yeah, that's adult shit.
Yeah, just fucking, just grow up. Like, yeah, my dad was my dad. you know, and he did stuff. And I got a half brother that like lives in a different part of the country. But that's just life. But when it comes to the end of the day, they were all in the area and they all took care of them, made dinner for them and my new stepmom, cleaned the house, took them for walks, you know, would watch them overnight when, you know, stepmom 2.0, as I've said, needed a break, like stay there with them. Like, and it was just like this beautiful, happy family coming off of a script that Hollywood couldn't even write.
Charlie's Angels.
Sure. What? Jimmy's Angels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey's Angels.
No,
Corey's Angels. You ever heard of that? Corey Feldman's
have I?
show?
Oh, God.
Remember that video?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he had a whole show where he had this Corey's Angels. They all...
I wanted him to be telling the truth about all that stuff. And then he's like, I'm going to bring it all down. And then he did. And then nothing happened. Yeah. He said some stuff and then none of it was proved.
Now Mel Gibson's the guy that's going to do it, I guess.
Well, we'll see.
I guess.
We'll see, Mel. We'll see, buddy. But
that's a great story.
So that was that.
That's
kind of a confession of my own.
I mean, there are people that like family members who had a squabble over money or something that just don't talk to each other and hold this grudge when you have some people who have like legit reason to be upset and can put it all aside.
And they have done that the entire time. Like it wasn't.
At least he chose well. Like the ladies he chose, they were good ladies.
Yep, absolutely.
Idaho and Ohio.
And I learned a lot of this like later on. Like I had no idea.
Does your mom like women too? Is she lesbian?
No, she is not.
Because they could all be like.
It's like a step. It's not a stepwife. They're just wives.
Well, and it's like Golden Girls, but they go have golden showers. The Golden Shower Girls.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And that's why girls are lesbians. Because of what you just said.
Because of things like that. But anyway, that was that. Are you ready to jump into the confessions?
Yeah.
We have a ton to get to.
Yeah. I'm glad that wasn't as dark as I maybe thought it was going to go.
No.
Based off the original.
But it is wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's a wild ride, baby.
Dead parents are pretty funny.
That's some small town shit, though, too.
Well, yeah, but that's the fun part of it. It had nothing to do with the town size.
Yeah.
Because they did not know the other person was there. It's just weird, fucking weird stuff. Okay.
Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, he does. Confessions, Zach? You want to push the button?
Confessions.
Oh, sorry. Confessions. Keep it down, Joe. Be a quiet fella. We're kicking things off with a goddamn bang.
Yeah.
This is a...
Come on!
What?
Remember that? NBA Jam?
Creed!
Come on! What? Oh, yeah, the tour?
They're doing the boat thing. The boat, I mean...
They're doing boat stuff?
Like, we can't... Yeah.
Should we go to that?
No. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We can't, like, afford to do, like a national gathering of kids and geese, but we can all gather around Creed.
What if
Creed
everyone
brings everyone together?
What if everyone pays their own way?
That's
and
what I'm
just do
saying.
like a Can You Don't cruise?
And you're just on the cruise. I don't know. Something to kick around. We'll talk about it.
Get down with that.
So here we go. First confession. It says, "Hey, Fathers of the Year. I have a confession so deep, I made a new email address just to send this in. I have never, and I will never admit
Not
this.
Joey.Gmail.
Yeah, not Brian. It's Brian Albrandt, but just with an I. Like we get it. I have never and will never admit this to anyone, and I completely understand that this is even too much to put on air. But don't worry, it's not murder. We'll see. Growing up, I had a biological sister, 3 stepbrothers, and 1 stepsister. I was the youngest, and my stepsister, who was not blood related or even close to having the same DNA as me.
Is this going to be on Pornhub?
No, but you don't put that in parentheses and not have a reason you put that in parentheses. Was a couple months older than me. Anyway, they used to always visit for the summer, so we'd always see them 3 months out of the year. When I was about 15, me and my siblings all stole some liquor from my dad's garage and snuck it into this camper we would sometimes use to sleep outside. We all got a little drunk, and me and my step-sister hooked up in the middle of the woods. Side note, it was the first time a girl ever blew me, and to this day, no other girl has come close.
Ew.
Anyways.
Wait, come close to being that good or to blowing him?
I'm guessing.
No one's ever seen my penis.
And to this day, I keep it tucked.
Yeah. Every time they start going down,
no, you are not related.
It's for me. Only me.
I'm done step. I'm looking for full. Anyways, from then on, we hooked up constantly until I was about 18. No one ever figured it out. We even had sex in the next room when I had friends over who kept telling me my step-sister was hot.
Oh, you should totally hit your stepsister. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, right? I mean, wow, man, I want to go to heaven. She lived with us for her senior year.
Oh my god!
And I was used to it, and I was used as a booty call or sexual frustration tool when she was dating other guys. My self-esteem was very high. Can't you tell? Offspring reference. Nice. Hey man, no, that's not a different song. We never got caught.
My girl got a.
Nope, that's the wrong song.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta keep them separated. Just singing just the wrong Offspring songs over and over and over again.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
That was it. We never got caught. And even though I rarely use a condom, nothing ever happened. Risky business.
Yeah, it is. That's
not
Tom Cruise.
Brian Albrandt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I kind of fucked with my sex drive because every girl I've ever been with after, I compare to her.
God, I wish you were like my sister.
Stop! After we stopped, she has never even hinted at doing it again and acts like it never happened. I honestly don't know how to feel about it, but the past is the past. Anyways, hope you had fun with that. Yeah, fucking so hard. It honestly felt amazing to admit that to someone. Love the podcast. Hope Brian could read it all right. Fun fact. Once my sister got drunk and told people she was fucking her brother, and they thought she meant one of her biological brothers, and that was funny as fuck.
That's a great way to end it.
Oh, by the way,
PSS. PSSSS.
Confuse the fuck out of the fam.
Yeah, what was that? You can't. Anyway, you guys ever heard of cliffhangers?
Yeah.
Thanks, not Brian.
Is there more to this story?
Nope, that was it. I mean, fuck. I've never been in a step anything relationship. I'm sure a lot of people have. There's got to be a reason that the porn sites all say fuck step thing, step brother, step sister, naughty. There's whole channels like naughty stepsister. Ooh,
oh, yeah.
bratty stepsis.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I click on it, I'm like, girl, fuck yeah.
Girl,
step
fuck
girl,
stepdad
step
in
female.
front of his real daughter or whatever.
Step female stuck in step bro's laundry basket.
It's just weird because she has so many stepdads. It's like, oh my God, this lady's got 45 stepdads.
I saw you in the other step thing.
There's 5 stepdads at once. What's going on here?
I saw you.
She was in a 12 stepdad program.
I watched you fuck a stepladder.
I remember, I mean, when I was younger, I had a crush on my step cousin, I guess. So it was like the cousin of my stepbrother. So we were, not even close to being related.
Yeah.
But it was weird because we were like basically family. But I never saw him hardly ever. They lived in somewhere else, so I would see him once a year, maybe. Mm-hmm. But I just remember being like, "Gosh, she's so cute."
Yeah, I think.
But I had nothing. We're no relation at all.
I feel like I might be going, I don't know, maybe too far. But I think it's safe to say, like, I mean, nothing has ever happened. But it feels like if you're a boy and you have like girl cousins, I think it's kind of like a natural thing. Where you're like, not like, you don't like, not going to do something, but you're young to a point where you're like, she's hot. Because you can spend so much time around them. It's just like that first interaction when all the hormones are flying through the goddamn roof of your pants.
I remembered asking my mom, can people marry their cousins?
Right.
And she's like, no. I was like, dang.
Yeah, and I don't know the study on it, and I hope I'm not being a total weirdo, but I feel like that's like a very natural thing.
It's not.
It's the cousin thing.
Super weird. You're fucked up.
No, you just said.
But if we're all children
Cousins.
Of
the corn,
the dude with the rib,
Adam
McDonald's,
Adam, the McRib. It's like Jesus coming back. The McRib's back.
McMammoth.
For a limited time. Jesus is returned. I mean, we're all related, right? We're all fucking.
Well, sure.
We're all like 30th cousins or something like that.
Yeah, we're all fucking each other's cousins and sisters.
Nice. That's what I want.
That's probably why the world is the way it is geopolitically.
Right. Anyway, so there's that. I'm glad you never got caught. I just feel bummed that like the rest of his life he's comparing it to something you never can talk about. What a hell. What a jail for this poor fella.
Yeah, because it sounds like he's like, he wishes they could stay together, and she's like, it never happened.
There's gonna be somebody else, buddy. Move on. I promise you. There's no way she's the best.
Well,
It
you
was so
never
naughty,
know.
though.
Maybe she
Legally.
It's tough to beat that much naughtiness.
Hey. What'd you say?
It's tough to beat that much naughtiness.
Yeah, when you're running
Yeah.
around, you're hiding, and you're like, and then she lives with you, and they're thinking, oh, you and your cousin, and you're like, ugh.
Sneaking
Or step,
out.
or not cousin, step. Yeah, like
Yeah, I got you.
they don't think you guys are doing it, but you are.
yeah.
And then you never.
Get that spark, that fun again. I get that. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next confession.
All right.
You want to?
Yeah, this one's it's a short little one, so
It's a
I'll
shorty
try
little-
this one. I'll have it a go. When I was a wee gosling of 18 or 19 years old, I was wandering in the woods around my parents' house during the winter. Came across a patch of ice that, for whatever reason, caught my attention. Ice! Whoa! Oh, slick! Is danger!
Okay.
Ice fishing.
That's one reason to have ice.
You
Get your
could
attention.
maybe be like, you like to ice fish. And you're like, oh, it's got me fish under there. There's fish.
Right. Okay.
Not sure what was going through my head. Probably fantasizing about someone I had a crush on.
Your cousin.
Anyhow, I chipped a hole in the ice with my pocket knife and proceeded to utilize said hole.
We will fuck anything, won't we?
God, we're
God,
just
you bet your ass we
we're
will.
just
Put a hole in the
ridiculous.
wall, baby, and you'll fuck the hole in the wall.
Yeah. Even if it's a hole in the floor.
Hole in the
even
ice.
if it freezes
Holy
your dick
ice.
off.
Anyway, what's it again?
Eventually coming into the freezing water. I remember the ice being very smooth and the cold tingling in an exciting way, but it wasn't so amazing that I ever tried it again. It's like, it was good, but
Was it the best
yeah,
sex?
yeah.
I prefer my bodies to be warm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I prefer my stepsister,
My
and this
warm-
ice just didn't cut it. It's the same guy. It's the fucking same guy.
My warm vagina owning stepsister.
Yeah.
Prefer that over a fucking ice hole. Dudes will fuck anything. And I believe girls will too. Like, you
Yeah.
can't tell me that you have a cavern and you haven't stuck just some funny, weird shit in there.
The way that I envision it, though, is like I could see.
Will this stapler fit?
I'm
I'm about
see
to find out.
a woman being like, I'm kind of in the mood, and she could find anything to use, but a
Yeah.
guy's just like,
The hole
he's
made
like-
you in the mood.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, she gets in the mood, and she's like, oh, let's try different things.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's like, I could probably chip a hole in that and fuck it. Like, what? I've never
done that.
I've never done that,
But I would.
I mean, there's plenty of times when I'd be like, oh, yeah, that suitcase looks pretty good.
I could fuck that suitcase.
Yeah,
Never going to look at ice the same.
no.
Not till you take care of it.
I mean, all the work that had to go in to make that. And I imagine he's like cutting it and he's like smoothing it out and everything. He's making it nice and pristine. Yeah, he's chipping away.
He's blowing on it to like heat the ice a little bit to mold it. Mold it into a nice.
I imagine his
fuckable ice hole.
warm, throbbing cog was penetrating through the ice and just melting around it. So you got to be quick, or else you're gonna melt it too big.
Yeah. You'd be like fucking like the old hot dog in a hallway. Whatever they say.
I couldn't imagine like doing that for that long, and then like how would you use? Well,
you mess it
last
up?
longer.
You're cutting it out and you're like, God damn it. You slide down. Imagine you slide on the ice 4 feet over and start again on a new ice pussy.
Imagine,
God damn it.
Imagine talking nerdy to the talking dirty
Sexy?
to the ice. You're like, oh, you like when I
It's clear ice. You're like,
Yeah.
you're talking to the fish.
The
Underneath.
fish is up and going.
I'm going to warm you up.
He's
aren't
looking
I?
for something to eat. There's a dead body floating.
It's a sizable worm.
You're throwing some chum in there. You're like, yeah, you fucking get it, you wide mouth slut.
Fish is just starts nibbling on the tip of your
You
dick.
big mouth base bitch.
You big mouth bitch.
Oh, lips look perfect for sucking some ice dick. Yeah. Anyway. All right, should we move on?
Ice dick.
Okay, here we go. So on to another confession. Yeah, but
Okay.
guys will fuck anything.
Yeah. True.
So this is a dumb story I can't tell anyone outside of my kids and my wife. I must tell someone because it's quite funny.
Wait. Okay. Must
Yeah.
not be that bad
Yeah.
if he's telling his kids.
My family and I went on vacation recently to a decently well-known tourist destination when they won't even tell you where you went. At least a well-known in the Midwest.
I know where it is. It's Cedar Point.
It's Lincoln, Nebraska.
No, it's Cedar Point.
That'd be great.
That's where it was.
That'd be funsies. I keep fantasizing about going back. Anyway, we were having a great time and we decided to do an escape room, but had over an hour to kill before our appointment. So we decided to head to the downtown area of the town. We were just in there to check it out. We paid for parking and my wife had to take our youngest to the bathroom. Well, we parked right next to a CBD shop that was selling Delta 8 and Delta 9, which are, strands of weed. If you didn't.
I assume.
I still want you to think it was cocaine or something.
I assumed because it was a CBD shop that
could be cocaine butt dungeon. You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
I was intrigued that it was legal and thought maybe I could try some. Never had it before, so maybe it's going to be some fun. So I went into the shop and bought 2 packages of 300 milligram Delta 8 gummy. Now, full disclosure, I am not a drug person. I've smoked weed 7 times in my life. The illegality of it stopped me from pursuing it. I've had jobs that would not look kindly on it. So 300 milligrams didn't seem like much to me, of course. Dummy me, I didn't even look it up before I decided to put, in all caps, the whole gummy in my mouth and eat it! That is a bad choice.
What's funny is 300 milligrams just seems so light, but when you're talking about substances...
Zach, you're a weed fella.
Yeah, I don't do that much.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
How long you been doing weeds?
Since I was born.
How you been doing marijuanas?
If you were to do
the whole time.
If you were to do a gummy and you've been doing weeds all the time, what would be a lot of milligrams for you to eat?
Certainly that amount.
300.
Yeah, certainly that amount. But
okay.
I would say, I'm like 10, 20. I don't do that.
40 feet tall?
Yeah, well, that too. I smoke from the marijuana pipes.
That's true. I've seen it.
You have seen it just the other day.
I just seen it just the other day. And that was nice of you to offer it to me.
When my dog was sniffing your butt.
Yep, sorry to turn it down. I then went ahead and walked around with my family for close to an hour, not feeling a single thing. Anybody who's taken gummies knows this situation. And it's the number one mistake that you can make with any drug ever.
Yes.
Where you can always take more, you can never take less. So just chill the fuck out. They didn't sell you a dud. It's coming.
Give it time.
Just buckle up, fucking buttercup. Didn't feel a single thing. I was thinking that Delta 8 must be weak, or maybe it didn't affect you as much the first time.
I can relate to this.
Okay, so I just shrugged and went about my day. Oh well, waste of money. We finally made it to the escape room, and everything is going great. We're finding keys left and right.
Keys of what?
Hey! About the 15-minute mark, I noticed my mouth getting really dry. At first, I thought I was just dehydrated because it was hot and I was sweating. Or swearing, but I think you mean sweating. I was hot and I was,
They were finding all the keys, so he shouldn't be sweating.
Yeah, exactly. You're killing it. Then I start feeling my head get cloudy and all the aches in my back and legs I always have melt away. I was enjoying the feeling. Then the 30-minute mark hit and I was not okay. My legs started to feel like they weren't going to be able to support my weight anymore. My vision became like I was in a dream, barely able to focus. I needed to try something, so I left the room. Got a drink of water, and I sit down for a minute. After about a minute or so, I think I'm feeling a bit better. What a high thing to do.
Oh, it finally passed. The wave's over.
Thank God. You just go out and you're like, whoo! You just like take a couple strolls around the hallway, and you're like, okay,
fuck, it's back.
I beat it. I win. Okay, where was I?
Get a drink of water, sit down for a minute. After a minute or so, I'm feeling better.
I last about 5 minutes. I look at my wife and I say, I'm not okay. I think my legs aren't working anymore. And I feel like a dream. She looks at me, visibly confused. Then I just turn around and walk out the door and get into the car. I left my head back, I lay my head back, closed my eyes. The next thing I know, I hear knocking on the window. My wife is saying that they want to take a picture. Great. Amazing myself. I'm able to walk. My legs are still working. I thought for sure I was going to fall. I put on my best normal face, fake laugh at the things he said and everyone said, and then hurry back out to the car. Have you ever been to an escape room? They have all the dumb prop like photo booth shit on the back end. I beat the rune. You have a Viking hat. You're like, pose. So this dude is just tripping balls. He's just like, and people are saying shit and he's just fake laughing. That's so funny. He has a big pirate sword.
That was very witty.
Then as soon as
you go to the car,
like, I ready? He's like, got it. And he just throws all his shit down and walks right back out to the car. Whew, okay. I lay my head back, then we go, blah, 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 hurry back out of the car. There, I tell my wife I'm freaking out on Delta 8, and I think I need to go to the hospital. At this point, I'm hyperventilating and freaking out that I'm going to die. She looked at me and said, you can't overdose on that. You're being dramatic. I say, of course I'm being dramatic. I'm fucking dying. Yeah, duh.
Idiot.
Calm down. No one's ever died.
But I am. Who do you think you are? I'm dying.
At this point, she just rolls her eyes and says, well, we're going to go to the hotel and you can sleep it off. It was the longest drive ever. I couldn't open my eyes without freaking the fuck out. So needless to say, I keep them closed. We finally get back to the hotel and she pulls up to the door. I insist that my eldest son come with me because I was sure my legs weren't going to work on their own. As soon as he got out, I grab his arm for support, and he, of course, is laughing his ass off at me. We walk all the way to the hotel room, and I finally lay down. It took me 4 hours to stop tripping balls and get to the point where my head only kinda felt like it was dreaming. When I finally sobered up a bit, my wife approached me and said, what kind of dumbass doesn't read directions? That package said you're supposed to take 1/4 of it, you dummy. And she was not wrong. I was a moron. I didn't feel fully sober again until 2 days later. It was not an experience I would want to repeat. Well, that was my dumb story. Like I said, I had to tell someone. Man.
I lived that. The first time I ever took gummies, I did that. And I was at work and I was like, I don't feel anything. She gave me more. I think I took 3 different things and then it all kicked in. And it was hours.
It's the worst.
Hours.
Like I've been too high on a lot of drugs. I think being too high on marijuana is the worst one out of all of them.
Definitely with edibles, yeah.
It is the fucking worst. Like Molly, cocaine, shrooms. I've never been too far on acid. The couple times I've done it, luckily been like, it was like, oh, I did the right amount of acid. Thank God. But like too much of the other ones, yeah, they're not a good time. Not the best. It's like you're just anxious. You're not liking it. But too much on marijuana, like I feel like I would be fine just being dead. Like I'm like, I want this hell to end. It's just too much for me.
So it's just crazy how you can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
you just have to wait.
That's it. Yeah, just like, oh yeah, just forget. Oh, don't worry about it. You can't die. You're like, okay.
That it's like trying to reason. It's like someone's having a panic attack. It's like, just don't panic.
Yeah, can you just like calm down a bit?
Yeah.
Oh,
that fixed everything.
Thank you. Yeah, once you cross into that threshold of I need to go to the hospital on too much pot, there's no coming back. You're not coming back around.
When I come around. What are you gonna say, Zach?
I had a grower. And he gave me a cookie.
Not a shower.
Shower.
He showed too. But he gave me a cookie one time. It was a long time ago. And I remember he's like, just eat a little bit. And I didn't know what a little bit was. And I ate more than that. And I was staying in this weird house. And this guy had like little troll dolls all over the place.
No.
It fucked with me so bad. It was so weird. I recorded a song that night too. It was awful.
I'm sure it was great.
That'd be great.
It's called The Wash. It was about fucking...
It's called Hotel California?
Basically. Hotel Troll, California.
Yeah. Hotel Trollabonia.
Yeah.
If you don't watch out, Trollabonia.
Trollabonia. Yeah, because normally not a hallucinogenic drug, but I have been so fucking high on marijuana. It is. The floor is warping. The ceiling's not there. Everything is not what you think it is. Like, for sure, you can get so high, it turns into some sort of hallucinogenic.
Well, for me, it was terrifying because I'd never done an edible before, and I'd only smoked weed a couple times, but I never really... It was like I smoked it, but I didn't really ingest enough to get super high. So my first experience of just getting really high was with those edibles, and it happened all at once. And so I had no perspective of, okay, this is what this is.
Yeah.
Even though that doesn't, I mean, at the moment doesn't help, but at least knowing that, okay, you're fucking high and it'll pass. Because I didn't realize it went in waves.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought I was done. I was like, fuck. And then it was like, and it would just kept going in waves. Every time I thought it was done, it would come back.
Oh, I think I could walk now. Yeah, and you get about 20 feet, and you're like, oh.
I was in a restaurant, and I was just sitting there, like, my hands were between my legs.
Was it an Arctic Circle?
It was in Azteca, in Coeur d'Alene, here in beautiful downtown Coeur d'Alene.
Beautiful. Downtown Coeur d'Alene. That's Riverstone.
I worked in Riverstone.
Yeah, that's not downtown. Don't you
whatever.
fucking dare.
I just wanted to say beautiful downtown Coeur d'Alene.
Downtown Coeur d'Alene. Hey, me.
All right.
Okay.
Should we do the next one?
Yes, we have to.
All right.
I've got time for this one and then maybe one more after it.
Okay. Honk, honk, mother effers.
Let's do taking a guess with the music here. Yeah, cool.
I can dig that.
Right.
I have a confession that involves taking a random object.
Yes.
Okay. And I should probably remain anonymous.
Nice.
Back when my first wife and I lived in an apartment, we had friends over partying. The neighbor's son's girlfriend missed the turn into the apartment complex and took out a fire hydrant. Unlike TV and movies, it just simply laid the hydrant over and not shooting water.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, that's lame. We thought a good idea to snag and hide it in the apartment. When we moved out, we took it to my ex-father-in-law's since we were moving to a trailer on his land and put it in his garage.
Okay.
My daughter just confirmed today that it's still at his house after 16 years, sent me a pic. Now we may or may not be planning another caper.
Oh, my goodness.
I remember doing that kind of stuff in college. Like, we would steal signs or whatever, and you walk into our apartment and there's like hot dog signs from gas stations and just weird shit everywhere.
It's like BOGO sale. So this Sunday only. And you're like, why is this in the kitchen? You're like, why are you in the kitchen?
Why is anything in the kitchen?
Why is anything in the kitchen? Why am I here? Just fucking pounding black velvet or whatever. You ever do black velvet stuff?
Yuck.
Is black velvet everywhere or is that just a Northwest thing?
I have no idea, but yuck.
Black velvet and a little more smile.
You think you have gotten fucked up on whiskey until you have gotten fucked up on black velvet.
Yuck.
It is the worst. Hangover and the first 3 times I got pregnant.
It's like the Mad Dog of hard liquor.
Oh yeah. No. And there's also Silver Gold, which is the vodka version. Good stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, do you ever steal like a Joe Avenue or a...
No, I never did the street sign. Actually, I never stole it, but just the way that my room was growing up, like I did a lot of things that were stolen ended up in my room. And a lot of them I didn't fucking take. But I did remember taking a crosswalk sign. I remember my brother's friend, so I was pretty young. I was probably a freshman in high school. They took a stop sign, and I remember my dad losing it. He's like, you can't take a stop sign.
Now people aren't going to stop.
Like you
I
can
just
kill.
fucking did it.
You can kill a. He's like, can't. Oh, I can't. Check this out. Like makes the metal fucking stop sign noise.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, I can't. Well, how'd I do this? Then what's this, Jim?
If I can't do it, then how'd I do this?
Pang, 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 hitting on it. No, he's like, someone's gonna run it and fucking die. Go put the fucking stop. So they made my brother and his friend go put the stop sign back. But we had like the crosswalk sign. I mean, cones. Those are freebies.
Oh yeah,
that's like the middle of a bingo card.
We used to put those in roundabouts when the roundabout was new. And was like, we went and took signs and put in the roundabout and just fucked everything up.
Setting up fake detours. Did that plenty. Where there's like one here and you're like, like they closed it for the night and you just reset it up on a different street. That's always a good time. And you just sit back and watch cars like, why is it closed?
We took for sale signs from people's yards and put them in other people's yards.
Nice.
So somebody would call and be like, I'm looking at the place on 227 Johnson Street.
Yeah.
Like this, it isn't for sale.
It's not there.
There's a sign that says for sale.
I'm in the house right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're having an open house. It's not for sale. No, I kicked the door in. Like it's open.
It's open.
The whole house is wide open.
They're on vacation.
There's a family here and they have duct tape on their mouths. and they said the same thing you said.
Yeah, they said the same.
Like, no way.
That's so weird. They said the same thing you guys did.
Oh my God, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe it. Here, listen. I told you the house was... See? You call me a liar! I just think it's weird. You guys all have the same story. Oh, it's not for sale.
Corroborate. Yeah. Everything's for sale.
I'm calling the police.
America.
I'm calling the police. You guys are fucking Espionage.
We had a baby. It's a boy.
Good stuff. Yeah, stealing stuff. Zach, you ever steal stuff? You can steal. You're giant. You had to steal stuff.
I think I may have told the story here already, but I stole a giant Children at Play sign in Ponderay.
No, you didn't tell this
And
story.
then I fucking
Fucked it.
We were 20 years old. We were getting into a bar for the first time.
Yeah.
And I rolled my car and we hid out in the woods for 24 hours. It was a great time.
Jeez.
And we didn't get to keep the sign, but we thought just like you did, like, hey, that'd look real cool in our little college dorm room. And then it came out real easy, and then somebody was like, hey, fuck you kids. And I was like, let's go.
Oh, jeez.
And then the road turned from road to dirt road, and then we
You
went.
were fucked.
And if it wasn't for a single pole, we would have rolled down a precipice, and
then
everybody
somebody
would have
wrote a
died.
song about it.
Yeah, I did.
Down on dirt road.
Hotel California.
I wrote a song called Headlights, actually, yeah.
That is... Oh, Zach, I haven't heard this one. I need to hear this one in full detail.
I've got
Not
a
now.
lot. I know, yeah. I've got a lot of stupid shit.
Oh, I
did.
know you do. I've met you.
I've done mainly stupid shit.
Real quick.
I know.
Real quick.
You've been smoking weed since you were born. There's tons of dumb shit you've done.
Your mom was laying in the bed and there's like smoke just coming out of her vagina.
Little smoke rings.
Yeah, it's like
Little bong noises.
We've never seen this before. And it's like,
and the doctor's like, oh, that's cool.
that's a sick ring.
Yeah.
Damn, this baby's
Put
blowing.
a ring on it.
This is spitting, blowing rings like mad. Shit's lit. Okay, one more.
Real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
When we were at the All-Star game in Seattle, as the game got over, and we were at a bar across the street, and we were there till close. And me and my buddy were just kind of walking down the street back to the hotel, and there was these people that were ripping down. They put signs up, like the guys that were on the All-Star team. Mm-hmm. They put signs up over the old Mariner ones where the stadium is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they were just like ripping them off the wall and throwing them over their shoulder and just walking down the street.
Yeah.
And I was looking at him like, like they're done with these.
Mm-hmm.
Like what would they do?
They throw them away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, we should just, we didn't do it, but I was like, God, how fucking cool would it be to have like a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. giant fucking the size of my wall.
Cover your bathroom wall poster.
Yeah. It would have been pretty goddamn cool.
And that's what they're saying right now in their man cave.
Yeah.
And you just weren't drunk enough.
I wasn't drunk enough. And my concern was that they had cameras or whatever. And like, I don't want to get banned from my home field baseball stadium, so there's all these thoughts going through my head, like, do it. And then like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
The guy that printed them, he's like, I hope these end up in the Hall of Fame one day.
Right.
He's so proud of them.
Yeah.
Just getting pissed on and set on fire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some dude with a light and fart fires in his apartment.
Fuck this dude. Julio Blomez. Blomez Rodriguez. What? Setting a record and shit in the bed. Farting all over his poster. Okay, one last one, and then we got to move on. And this one cracked me up. Just fucking dads. Okay, here we go. It's our final one. I picked a song. Play the song. There it is. Hey, daddies, I have a confession to make on someone else's behalf. I've got a confession to make. I'm no fool. I love how the entire show today is just 90s outbursts. Hey, daddies, I have a confession to make on someone else's behalf. Like, I'm no fool.
Sound like you're drunk.
When I was a wee lad, my dad used to take my little brother and I for car rides just to get us out of the house so my mom could relax for a bit. Guess we were just too rowdy sometimes. Question mark? Anyways, growing up, we had this old Dodge Caravan with a sliding door. The door never liked to latch shut and would occasionally swing open if my dad made it turn too hard.
Sounds so
my
safe.
nose is going and it's so fucking... One evening, when my mom had enough of us kids going bonkers, my dad loaded us up, put me in the front, my little bro in his car seat in the back. My dad must have been in a hurry because he never strapped in the car seat. We made it about a block through the neighborhood. Then he made one turn too fast. The sliding door flew open right as my brother in his car seat tumbled out.
In his car seat? Jesus.
Thankfully, he tumbled onto someone's lawn. Miracle.
You met his guys out like watering his plants.
Is that a fucking baby?
Baby comes rolling.
I just burst into laughter as I hear my little brother burst into tears. My dad made me swear to never tell her mom.
And then the car burst into flames. Everyone's bursting.
Everyone's bursting. Starburst. My dad made me swear to never tell her mom, and as far as I know, she still doesn't know.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for all the laughs. I've got another juicy confession of my own that I may share sometime soon. Can you imagine being that dad?
Oh.
I'm like, hey, fuck, can someone close the door? And you just turn around and look back, and the kid and the car seat
and the
are
door's
gone?
swinging.
Do not tell your mom.
Shit! Like, just picturing that, like, baby seat hitting a fucking mailbox, and then everything's fine. Like, everybody's fine. That's whatever car seat that was. They need to put that in a commercial.
Yeah. I have to assume if you're the dad, you're thinking this kid's dead. Like while you're driving back to the lawn, like I have to explain to my wife
why the kid's dead. Yeah. Which, I mean, if she was if she was that fed up, she might be relieved. All right. Fair. Anyway,
you did him a favor.
Yeah, exactly. You're welcome. You come back expecting a blowjob.
Is it Casey Anthony?
No, she has a daycare. He's busy. He's a busy girl these days. But just being a dad, just the dumbest.
Yeah.
Get in the car and just throw just not even strap it in.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like what's? Yeah.
I'm glad everyone's okay, but fuck my ass, huh? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you want to look at some good news?
Fucking real good.
I'm gonna fucking your ass today.
Yeah. So we didn't get to a few, but we'll save these other confessions for another
confessions thing.
For another, we got plenty.
Oh yeah, we just got to skip about 3 or 4 today.
Yeah,
but that's okay. I mean, we knew that was gonna happen.
They're long and hard and good.
You get it. All right. So we're going back to some science shit. You ready?
I am.
All right. Fuck yeah, dude.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Hooray, we aren't doomed.
Yeah!
Oh, fuck.
Anyway.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
So we've talked about like the teeth growing. It wasn't last week. I think it was the week before we talked about
dick farms.
Dick farms. We talked about the kid that got hit on his bike and then got his head reattached.
Right.
And then he just lives a normal kid life now.
Yeah. He's doing kid things.
So check this out. Gene therapy eye drops restored a boy's sight. Similar treatments could help millions.
Yes.
What is happening?
We're never going to die.
I mean, they better hurry up because the way I'm living.
I'm going hard these days.
I'm going hard. I got 3 years.
Challenge accepted.
I got a good 3 years.
I'm like shacking the paint lately.
So basically, there's like rare genetic conditions that they have these eye drops for, like some that feel like they form blisters all over, but also on their eyes. They have different ones like, cataracts.
A blister on your eye?
Yeah, that's a rare condition. But like, I mean, rare means millions of people have it. If you look at the $6-7 billion population,
yeah,
billion person population, it's a $1 billion industry. Hey, but to think that you're just like, all right, oh shit, you're going blind. You're like, here, Visine, and you just squirt it in there. Clear eyes. How did he get that job?
Because he's mundane.
What's his name? Ben Stein?
Yeah. I just remember him on the old TV.
What? But just like things that people in the past have had to live with their entire fucking life and struggle with and go blind. And finally some doctors, I'm assuming that one dude figured it all out. We're just like, yeah, how about we just fucking put some gene therapy in your eye?
Some guy's sitting back like this at like a conference. What if you just put Visine in there?
Right.
And the whole room just...
Have you guys tried to put water in it? No, you idiot. Put some water in it. Watch what happens. It's crazy.
Guy just gets up and walks around. Told ya. When's lunch?
Right. When's lunch? I'll put some water in your eyes. But there's obviously different, eye drops that already exist, but they looked at it and they're like, well, we could just why don't we just throw some gene therapy? Put a gene therapy treatment in this eye dropper.
Put some denim in there.
Yeah. And just fix eyeballs.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on out there? I mean, and all we hear about is all the other dumb shit. You're like, what?
All these breakthroughs that are happening. Kid gets his head put back on.
Yeah.
And people are losing their heads.
Growing teeth, fixing blindness with eye drops.
And there's fucking aliens.
Oh my God. Yeah. And we're not going to talk about that in the regular show today. We might in the bonus episode. Again, I'm not putting upon a paywall, but just the first time we talked about it, it was also in the same spot. So that's probably where it's going to go again. Yeah, that shit is nuts. It's exactly what I wanted it to be when we first brought it up on whatever episode that was. Just so pumped that a whistleblower was talking about it. And now we finally got to hear his testimony, and it's all the things
He's
I wanted.
Like, hey! Shut up, Johnson. Hey, I'm blowing a whistle over here.
The whole, the committee, was it Congress?
That's the same guy. It's the guy that was like with the water. He's blowing the whistle.
Yeah.
Have you tried water?
Yeah. He's like, no, I seen it. I seen the aliens.
Shut up, Johnson.
No, whistleblower. It's just a term. I bet it is.
That's what they want you to think.
That's what they want you to think.
You mean whistling? Not a term.
Right.
Literal.
Not just blowing the whistle over here. God, this guy's annoying.
I want to hear Ben Stein and that dude from the Micro Machine commercials debate.
And you just look at the word count.
He's like,
between the two?
Yeah, but the Republicans. Do you have a response?
Yeah.
I
mean, I get what he was saying, but...
This kind of sounds like Droopy.
Going down here. Thing on the internet.
Oh.
Want to look at it?
Sure.
All right,
look at it.
We'll do it when Zach does the thing. Zach, do the fucking...
The internet is pretty wild. Depending on your browsing habits, you can either experience something super cool or go to prison. Crazy, right? Let's check it out together as a couple. Hey, look what I found.
Yes! That's awesome!
So this is something that I'm probably going to be just go ahead and buy for myself.
Okay.
Or if somebody wants to send me one, I'd be fine with that.
We started GoFundMe for $18.
Yeah. It's the Weenie washer. So
yeah, it is.
It's basically like just a soap that's shaped like a nice, pretty mouth.
And this
with
is
lips and tongues.
Is exciting because there's like a clean ween soap.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a donut. It's a donut soap.
Right, I've seen those, yeah.
That you can stick your dick through and it cleans your dick. And then somebody looked at that and they're like,
it's good, but
I don't want to fuck it. And they made it into a mouth mold with a tongue.
Voluptuous lips too.
Voluptuous? Is that the word?
Voluptuous.
What did I say?
Voluptuous?
Oh, whatever. That's just one of those words. Voluptuous.
But I also
voluptuous sounds hotter, right?
Yeah, it has more
voluptuous.
Volump.
She's lump. She's lump. She's lump. She's lumpy.
She's in my tub.
She's washing my dick.
Keep that theme going.
It says. I love how it says it's a gag gift.
Yeah, it is.
Because that soap's gonna be gagging on my dick.
God, the genius that goes into that.
Yeah.
Like right out the gate, like,
hey, Mr. Zach.
Yeah.
Do you think we can have a conversation with your wife?
Yeah, absolutely.
Should we have it molded after our mouths?
I thought you were going to say after his wife.
Well, I mean,
she might. I mean,
she would do it.
She's a very nice woman.
She wouldn't. It's weird.
Okay, here's a question for you. Pick a celebrity if they could mold the mouth.
Zach's wife.
Oh,
okay. No.
How's Monique doing?
I would.
I mean, she's got a real pretty mouth.
She does.
Yeah, Birdie Mile.
When I was over your house the other day, I was like,
calm down, you motherfucker, man.
Look at that mouth.
When I was over your house the other day, I was thinking, God, I wish there was a mold soap made out of that mouth.
If there was that,
I'd like to wash my penis with her soap mouth.
And guess who's not welcome back at our house now?
If there was only a way.
Well, here's what you could do: is you just pour some liquid soap into someone's mouth.
This is something for basically a morgue question.
Soap is very good to put in your mouth, especially in the lye process when you're making it. It's good.
Have you ever just when you're in the shower and you're soaping up, lathering up, and then you're washing everywhere, and then you just kind of go like that, and you do a little squeeze, tug, wash, and you're like, oh, that felt good, and then you do it a couple more times, you're like, man, it feels really good, but then it's like after a while, the soap it's like an irritation.
Then you remember that your hot water tank's only or your water tank's only water heater tank is only so big.
No,
I can't. I don't have all day.
I don't. No, I start thinking about like how the soap starts is like it's like an irritant. So I would imagine you need a soap that's not going to irritate you, right? Because it's like a special soap.
You need the KY style.
Yeah. Can we hard mold lube?
Ooh.
Like it's not just soap. It's like you pitch this as fuckable soap.
I want it to be like a
it's
skull.
Called fuckable soap.
Like a skull.
Oh, skull?
Just like it hangs in your thing. You just pull the skull off and you start just thrust through it.
Little shoulder mount in the corner. There you go. And the more you fuck it, what that face is gonna look like. There's a prize inside. You get to the middle, there's a coupon off your next fuckable skull.
15% off your next
20
skull fuck.
20 pumps off your next fuckable skull.
What are you doing to my face, He-Man?
He-Man.
What are you doing to my eyes? Hey, me.
You could fuck ears, fuck eyes, fuck
neck,
noses.
Fuck the neck, fuck the chin. You got a drill, you can fuck anything. That's
true.
what my dad always told me.
It's one thing, if I remember till the day I die, is one thing my dad taught me.
You know what?
You got a drill, you can fuck anything.
I'm gonna share this with you guys. It's a nice treat to bring around. Not around the kids, but whenever you see a birdhouse, just always be like, oh fuck, how'd they put a sex toy up there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, that's a crazy pocket pussy. That's a high pocket pussy. Because going back to the ice story, I'd fuck it.
I'm never gonna look at my birdhouse the same now.
Yeah, you aren't.
Or ice.
Yeah.
Or ice. Or soap.
Just start hanging your birdhouses at a proper height, and you can start fucking those things.
Just get a fuckable soap.
Fuckable birdhouse
in the shower.
And it's like $70. What the fuck did you get? Oh, you mean this old guy? This whole thing?
What is it? Oh, it's a birdhouse you can fuck.
It has like a little sensor in it.
Yeah.
Like a little bird tweets.
Every time you fucking it starts out it's like one of those squeezable chickens.
Oh, yeah. The rubber chickens.
Yeah, the rubber chickens.
Oh, Zach, we're counting on you, buddy.
You can fuck one of those too.
You can fuck anything.
Happy to help.
We've learned you can fuck anything. All right.
Let's talk to the old lady about getting some mouth.
Getting a mouth we can fuck.
Can't wait to bring it up.
Let's do a can you don't mouth fucking soap.
Mouth fuck episode.
All right.
And it's can you do or something like that, or can
you don't come in my mouth?
Can you? Yeah. and it's for your wife, so you don't come in your mouth or their.
Hey,
wives can get it for their husbands, so that we won't come in their mouths. We'll come in the soap mouth.
So now it's therapeutic.
You wash your mouth out with soap.
What a weird.
You wash your mouth out with dick.
So what a weird marriage therapy. Like couples therapy, and you just show up and all they do is hand the dude a fuckable mouth and then kick you out. Like, you're welcome.
She's like, he just has this sex drive I can't compete with. The doctor's like, I have something we can work with. Is it like a pill or something? No, it's a mouth shaped like a
just something.
It's soap that you can fuck.
Something I've been fucking with recently.
Here's a coupon on this birdhouse that you can put in the shower.
Dude.
Dr. Phil, imagine that.
Dr. Phil.
Now here's the thing. You need to buy your husband a fuckable birdhouse.
You have to assemble it.
You have to carve it.
Yeah. Batteries not included.
Batteries
That's
not.
right.
Cuckoo. It lights up. Oh my God. I would fuck a birdhouse. All right, let's move on. I swear to God. All right, let's move on and hear from the kids.
We have time?
The non-fuckable kids. We'll do one email.
Okay.
One email this week. All right, Zach, fucking yeah, buddy!
All right, let's hear what you guys think.
Really? You want to talk to me? Wow, that's cool.
All right. You want me to read just this first one here?
Do it.
Okay, it's all caps, so. Daddies! Super silly goose daddy CJ here.
Daughter
CJ here. I work as a child and adolescent therapist, or brain wrangler, as I like to call it. And y'all have provided me a welcome comedic escape from the heaviness of my job. However, y'all nearly made me appear to be an insensitive asshat during a recent incident. Let me explain. I got called to a crisis situation recently for one of my clients. I was told that he had, quotes, assaulted someone, and I had to respond immediately. In these situations, I never know what I'm walking into. These reports could be anything from throwing an eraser to pistol whipping someone. Preparing myself for the worst, I go to the location I was called to, and well, I got there, and here the client was apparently channeling his inner Roadhouse because he had roundhouse kicked someone to the face.
Just Patrick Swayze'd his ass.
Jesus. All right. Let me talk to him and figure out what happened. I walk in, and I shit you not, Patrick Swayze over here is wearing fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
Because of you guys, I immediately cannot contain my laughter and get side-eyed by the other staff. Because I'm a grown-ass adult, I was able to pull my shit together and de-escalate the situation. After incidents, I have to send my recommendations to the treatment team, and I make sure to include no more fingerless gloves. Obviously. We all know that's what caused Homeboy to go wild. So anyway, thanks for being the cause of all my credibility as a professional going out the window. JK, I explained it to other people afterwards and they got a good laugh about it. Also, innocence on drug knowledge warmed my cold, dead heart. So thanks for that, or whatever. Love y'all. Thank for all you do. Your super silly goose daughter, CJ.
Fantastic.
Of course it was the fingerless gloves.
I love it.
What the fuck else is
it?
it?
Matt, you walk in there, you got to be all serious. You see that guy and you're like, you're like holding back.
He's tightening him up as you walk in.
I'm going to fucking kill everybody.
I'm going to roundhouse kick all you motherfuckers. Anyway. All right, well, that's our show. That's show 60. We got to jump off to that bonus shit here. You ready? Reminder, if you do want to hear the back end content of every single episode, you can sign up and support us on Patreon at patreon.com/CanYouDon'tPodcast. Of course, we're on the socials. Got the YouTube, got the email address at heyguys@CanYouDon'Podcast.com. Uncle Zach doing that Scatcast. Saucy ass Scatcast.
With a K.
Yeah, with a K, clearly. He has to buy the C version, and that'll redirect you to the K version.
He's got that K like that ex-wife, that ex-stepmom.
That ex-stepmom, yeah. Thanks to the babysitters that run the Facebook page. And then, are you ready for a little joke here on the back end?
I am.
All right, we'll
Give
ready.
it to me, Daddy.
Zachy? Pooh?
Good God. Wrap it up already, huh?
How does the moon cut his hair? He clips it.
No. Yes, he does. Of course he does.
What else is he going to do?
Yeah. He wouldn't shave it. So.
No, wouldn't make any sense. Shave it? No, he clips it.
Dumb.
Yeah, it's a funny one. Come on.
Fine. I got nothing.
Bonus stuff? You ready to roll?
Yeah, boner stuff?
Yeah. All right, kids. We'll see you guys next week. Silly geese. See you in a second.